Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Hindu Daily Quiz. I hope you guys are doing fine. Come on, keep on joining, and then, in some time, very shortly, we will start the quiz, okay? Good morning, Samskriti. Okay, guys. All right. So we can wait for a minute, and then we will start the quiz, okay? Yeah. Okay, so if there is anybody for the first time who has joined, so I hope you guys know about me. My name is Sheva Khan, and I have completed my law degree in the year 2019. So I have been a national level debater and a public speaker. And here at LawSikho, I'm working as current affairs expert and manager for free content and outreach. Okay, so if you wish to connect with me, you can join me on my Twitter handle. Also, you can find me on LinkedIn. So yeah. All right. So, guys, this will be our first article for the day, which talks about 5 killed as Gale force winds rain pummel Kerala, Karnataka. So basically, this talks about the cyclone which is there, Tauktoe. So this has been named as Tauktoe. So it has been considered to be as very severe, and very shortly, like within this week, it is expected to cross Gujarat coast this evening. This evening itself is expected to cross the Gujarat coast as well. So it has moved from Bay of Bengal towards the Arabian Sea, where we have the Gujarat coast. Okay. All right. So let's wait for a minute. Join quickly, guys. I hope all of you who are there on Zoom are also there on the Menti quiz as well. Please make sure all the participants are there. Okay. Yeah. So I think we can wait for 1 minute or so, or maybe 30 seconds, and then we will start the quiz. Okay. All right, guys. And today also, like, we have the winner from our previous week. Let's see who will be the winner. I already know the results, obviously. Let's see. Maybe you have also participated, whoever is the winner. And yes, somebody who's joined for the first time, please make sure that you are using your actual name in the Menti quiz, because then it becomes basically it becomes possible for us to evaluate your scores. Okay. So please use your actual names. Otherwise, it will be a problem while we are preparing your certificates. Okay, I think we can start the quiz and the others can join meanwhile. Okay, first question is, the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, the INCOIS, is set up at, where is it? Your options are Tuticorin, Kolkata, Mumbai or Hyderabad. The INCOIS, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services. Where is the headquarters? Basically, where is it located? Come on, take your time. And somebody for the first time, the faster you answer, the more you score. Okay, very good, guys. Yes, so majority of you have given the right answer. It is Hyderabad. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So this basically, as the name itself is suggesting, it actually provides, it is a center which provides all kind of information of the ocean. Now, which ocean do we have nearest to the country? It is the Indian Ocean, right? So any kind of activity that takes place over there, and specifically, guys, this is not pertaining just to the military activities or something, rather any kinds of environmental activities also, any cyclone is forming, anything like that is happening in the ocean. So all of that sort of information is provided through the INCOIS to the entire region in a way. Okay. Okay, let's see the second question. Question number 2. Yeah. Gale force winds are winds with a speed of, so what is the minimum speed required for any wind force to become a gale force? Minimum of 43 km per hour, minimum 33 km, minimum 63, or minimum 53? Close call. Come on. What do you think? The gale force winds, now as which we are saying, it has hit Kerala and Karnataka and these all states. So what is the force? What is the speed, minimum speed of these winds? Okay. Okay. Close, very close. Yeah, so I know it was a bit of factual and technical question, but the correct answer is minimum of 63 kilometers per hour. Okay, so that is basically a factual thing you should remember. Okay. Right. So the next question is question number 3rd. Which of the following countries has suggested the name Tauktoe, meaning vocal lizard in the local language? So your options are Myanmar, India, Bangladesh, or Sri Lanka. So the name to this cyclone Tauktoe, whatever you pronounce it, which country has suggested this name, which actually means vocal lizard? Myanmar, India, Bangladesh, or Sri Lanka? One. Okay, everybody has voted. Let's see. Good, guys. Yes, at least a majority of you, still closely majority of you have given the right answer, which is the Myanmar. Okay, so Myanmar, basically what happens is there is an entire system for naming the cyclones. We've already covered it once in a newspaper analysis, and hopefully we can take it sometime very closely as well. I'll deal with it into that session. Okay, so basically what happens is that the cyclones, they're named, they're given some particular name. Okay, so this one, Tauktoe, has been given, this name has been given by Myanmar. Okay, please keep it in mind. Though it is hitting India largely, but the name has been given by Myanmar. Okay, all right. Let's move towards the next question. Question number 4. The orange code issued by the India Meteorological Department means, what does it mean, an orange code? To be prepared, to take action, all is well, no action is needed, or to be aware? What do you think an orange code signal would mean? I think a lot of common sense can also be used in this regard, guys. What do you think an orange code, orange signal would mean? Come on. Okay, very good, guys. Yes, it is to be prepared. Okay, so this orange code has been given by the India Meteorological Department. So basically, India Meteorological Department is the Indian, meteorological department that deals with any kind of changes in the environment or climate that take place or something like that. Okay, so whenever an orange code is issued, it is basically one of the methods of the precautionary methods of the disaster management. So orange code gives you a hint that you have to be prepared of something upcoming in the very recent time. Okay, so like as we said that this evening itself, it is expected that this cyclone Tauktoe would hit the coast of Gujarat. So this orange code has been issued by the IMD for saying that that Gujarat authority, the people of Gujarat, should be prepared to have this thing. Okay, fine. Let's move towards the next, which is the 5th question of the day. After this, we will have the leaderboard to see who is leading today's quiz. Okay. All right, let's see the next question. What causes tropical cyclone to rotate? Now they rotate like this. What actually causes them to do like this? Frictional force, gravitational force, Coriolis force, or tensional force? Guys, it's a superbly easy question, a very basic concept of geography. If at all you just know the meanings of these forces, words also, you'll be able to answer. Rotation, all right. What kind of force would actually cause a rotation of the cyclone, of the tropical cyclone? Okay, guys, I was really not expecting any one of you to answer gravitational force. Okay, the correct answer is Coriolis force. So basically what happens is that, as you know, that this, for example, is our Earth. Okay, so the Earth, it rotates on its axis, right? It rotates on its axis. Now, due to the rotation of the Earth, what happens is that force is actually felt on the surface of the Earth as well. And this force is actually called as the Coriolis force. Now, due to this Coriolis force, what happens is that the tropical cyclone also starts rotating, and due to which the winds are formed, and thus within a matter of time, it actually gains so much of speed as well. And if we consider what are we talking about as the tropical cyclone, guys, anytime this word tropical is used, please always consider that tropical means between the tropics. Always remember, for example, this black line is the equator. For example, here at 23.5 north, we have the Tropic of Cancer. And similarly at the south, 23.5 south, we have the Tropic of Capricorn, right? So the whole area between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, including the equator, is called as the tropical area. Okay, so India also is a tropical country, obviously. Come on, let me know which tropic passes through India. Is it the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn? Come on, let me know. Let me know. Okay, we already have an answer. Okay, Sanvi has given an answer. Very good. Yes, guys. You all are correct. It is the Tropic of Cancer. Okay. All right. One fun fact. Can you name any one continent through which all these three pass? Tropic of Cancer, Equator, as well as Tropic of Capricorn. Oh my God, you guys are so quick. Very good. Yes, Sanvi. Jasmine, you are right. It's not South Africa, it is Africa. Okay, South Africa is a country in the African continent. Okay, yes, Sanvi, Hema, you're all right. It is Africa. So Africa is one and only continent through which all the three basically these latitudinal lines pass. Okay, all right. So this will be the Coriolis force. All right. Let's move further and see who is leading today's quiz. Okay, I can clearly see Sanvi leading the quiz. Very good. So Sanvi is leading the quiz. Then we have Jasmine, Aarti, Navdisha, Devansh, Madhulika, Ritik, Sanket, Hema, and Sangam. Very good. All right, guys, and please make sure that all those who are there on Zoom, you're also there on the Menti quiz, or else your answers would not be evaluated. I can still see more participants on Zoom. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this will be one thing as I was trying to tell you about the tropical storms that are formed. So guys, there are two most important factors for the formation of cyclones, for the tropical cyclone. One is the high humidity. Okay, when, as we know that the temperature rises. Okay, now as summer season is coming up, temperature rises, so the water also, the temperature of the ocean also rises, and a lot of water starts to evaporate. Okay, so due to which a lot of humidity is there in the air is very humid. Okay, so one factor is the high humidity, and the other factor is the ocean temperature also increases over 26 degrees Celsius. So these are the two major contributing factors: high temperature, high humidity. Okay, so what happens is that water evaporates from the ocean surface. All right, it evaporates and comes into the contact of the mass of cold air, forming clouds. Now, as we know, guys, if you know that as we move upwards, like as the altitude increases, the air becomes colder, right? Like you must have noticed whenever we go to the hills, it is like we feel cold, we feel like air is chilled because it is at high altitude. So what happens is that when these warm air currents, just see, when these warm water vapors, they're just rising from the ocean surface, and when they're rising and rising, they come in contact with the cold air, and this cold air actually was here forming the clouds. Now, as soon as these hot air and the cold air, they meet together, this actually causes a clash. Okay, due to this clash, a lot of energy is released. So what happens is that a column of low pressure develops at the center. So at the center area, low pressure develops and the winds form around the columns. All right, so now around the column the winds are formed, and as pressure in the center, which is also known as the eye of the cyclone, it weakens. This also basically what happens is that this causes the speeding up of the winds around it, due to which the cyclones are caused. And Coriolis force actually plays a very important role in this entire movement or formation of the cyclones. Okay, tropical cyclones. Oh, I hope some basic must be clear with this explanation at least. Okay. Now the next article is the second COVID-19 wave shows signs of peaking. Okay, so this all of us know, and unfortunately that is currently seeming to be the truth. Let's see question number 6. Okay. The demarcation that separates Indian controlled territory from Chinese controlled territory is, basically there is an article on Ladakh as well today. Your options are line of control, line of actual control, Durand line, or none of the options. So basically what separates India and China? Which line do we have? Guys, please, I don't want anybody to mark this as a wrong one. Please. Okay, thank God, yes. Yes, it is the line of actual control. Okay, so line of control, India separates which country with the LOC? Let me know in the chat box. Okay. Oh God, you guys are so fast. Yes, very good, very good. Sanvi, Sangam, Jasmine, Hema, all of you are correct. It is Pakistan. Okay, so line of control is India and Pakistan. Line of actual control is is India and China. And Durand line, if I am not wrong, this is on the northeastern side, but I am a little confused. So yeah, and also guys, I remember on this note that I had to clarify you on the point of disinflation and deflation that I'll do towards the end of the quiz. And for the Durand line also, I'll try to get a map put in tomorrow's quiz. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Durant line maybe with Myanmar. No, I don't think so, Shubhankar. It is with Myanmar because India does not really have a named demarcation with Myanmar as much as I know. Either it must be to the sides of Arunachal Pradesh towards the northeast side of that, or maybe towards Sikkim or somewhere. I am not sure about that, but I don't think it's Myanmar, but I'll confirm for sure. All right. Okay, let's see question number 7. Okay, India shares the longest international border with. This should be an easy question for you. Let's see. India shares the longest international border with. Okay, and in the chat box, Aarti says between Afghanistan and Pakistan. I will have to see, Aarti. Okay, so I could see good amount of confusion between Bangladesh and Pakistan. That is why I made sure that this question is there in today's quiz. Guys, the longest border. Please pardon me, my throat is a little sore today. Just give me a moment, okay, guys? Just give me a moment. I'll have a sip of water. Just give me a second. Yeah. So Bangladesh actually is the one country that has the longest border. Okay. Okay, guys, we can discuss this later about the Durand line. Please concentrate over here. I think that will be better. Okay. So Bangladesh, we have the longest border. Then second is China. Okay. So there is this code which you can use, which I personally use for learning this. It is BCPN MBA. So basically, these are all the neighboring countries of India, and in the order of, basically in the descending order. So the longest border is with Bangladesh, then we have C, China, then we have P, Pakistan, then we have N, Nepal, B, C, P, N, then we have M, B, A, okay? So for M, we have Myanmar, B, we have Bangladesh, then B, we have Bhutan, and then A, we have Afghanistan, okay? So B, C, P, N, M, B, A, you can use this, okay? All right. Let's move towards the next question, question number 8. Which of the following is not a disputed area between India and China? Okay, not a disputed. Longju, Asafila, Spangrur Gap, or all are disputed regions between India and China? Come on, what do you think? Take your time. Yes. Okay, okay, very good, guys. Yes. So all are disputed regions between India and China. And let me see if we have a map attached today or not. No. Yeah. So guys, I think we can take this tomorrow once again. I would like to show you through map, okay, where all these regions are located. So basically they are all are disputed between India and China. And yes, Aarti, you were right about the Durand line also. I just searched it. It is basically the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Okay. So it's a result of an agreement between Sir Mortimer Durand. So after his name, basically this Durand line has been given. Okay. So who was a secretary of the British Indian government, and Abdur Rahman Khan. Okay. So this will be the answer. So the Durand line is between the Pakistan and Afghanistan. All right. Okay, let's move further. This question, guys, this one, the option is correct. Okay, but I will try to show you it from map. Okay, good. Well done, Aarti. Okay. Yeah. So let's move further. Using all options. So this actually talks about enabling other manufacturers to produce Covaxin is a necessary step. Basically, this also talks about the provision of compulsory licensing, which is there under the Patents Act. Okay, because as we know that currently India, as in if we talk about administering the vaccines, is facing a lot of what do we call as a shortage of vaccines. Even like 18 plus have to get vaccinated, but even if you're trying to register, even I myself have been not able to get a slot as yet. Okay. So it's actually causing problems because the vaccines are not being able to be ushered in the right amount in the market. Okay. All right. Let's see the next question. Question number 9. All right. Let's see, under which section of the Patents Act 1970 can the center issue compulsory licensing in extreme situations? Section 70, Section 100, Section 92, or none of the options? Okay, just this is basically an important provision of the Patents Act, though it has not been used very rigorously as such, but it is important. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. Nice, very good. I'm really happy. Yes, Section 92 is the correct answer. So Section 92 provides for compulsory licensing. Now, what is compulsory licensing? I think I've told you before as well, but I will deal with it in the next question, okay, all together. Okay, let's see the next question, question number 10. When was the first ever compulsory license granted by the Patents Office in India? Okay, your options are 1998, 2000, 2012, 2020. And I remember we discussed about this. And if I'm not wrong, Sanvi told about the exact name also, or Khushpreet, I guess. I'm sorry, can't really recall the name. But there was a case of the cancer drugs. If you remember, I will tell you it after this question also. Okay, let's see. And I can still see more participants on Menti quiz on the Zoom than the Menti quiz. Yes, the correct answer is, guys, 2012. Okay, so it was for the first ever time when compulsory license was granted by the Patents Office. So actually what happens is that Section 92 of the Patents Act 1970 provides for the provision of compulsory licensing. So as we know that Patents Act or patent specifically is granted to safeguard any particular invention, right? So it can be an industrial process, it can be a complete device, a mechanical tool, machine, anything of that sort. Okay, any new invention that would be granted a patent. That basically is, as you remember, it should be novel in idea, it should be new, it should have some industrial application, it should have some public utility and stuff. There are some parameters for that. So once the patent is granted, what happens is that it is used for the welfare of the public at large as well. And at the same time, it is made sure that, for example, I have manufactured, or basically I have invented something. So I should be getting the royalty of that thing as well. So if I am the person who is enjoying the patent of my particular invention, my particular intellectual property, so that is the purpose of the patent. Yes, yes. What happens is, but sometimes what happens, like for example, I have been given patent for, let's say, I developed some new kind of a machine, okay, but now the patents office is realizing that I am not letting that particular invention to be used for the public welfare. So definitely that is defeating the purpose, one main purpose of granting the patent. So in that case, what can happen is that the patent office can compulsorily provide the license of this patent to some other person, some other company, authority, institution, or anyone. Okay, so that basically is the compulsory licensing. So in the year 2012, that case which was there of the Novartis, basically that was of the Natco company. What happened was that a drug which was a cancer treating drug was made by the Bayer's company. Okay, it was a pharmaceutical company. It was made by them. So definitely they got patent for that. Okay, but now what happened was that the Bayer's company was selling this drug at extremely high cost, at extremely high price, due to which obviously the people at large were not able to afford it. So definitely now we can see that the purpose of granting the patents, definitely it was there to protect the person who invented it, but also another important purpose was to serve the public at large. So this purpose was not being served. So what happened was that for the first time, the patents office, it compulsorily granted the patent to taking away from the Bayers and granted it to the Natco company, also called as the Novartis case. Okay, so this was the entire case of the patent compulsory licensing of patents, and that is why this article also says that maybe in this situation we could take away, or we could grant compulsory license for the manufacturer of the Covishield and Covaxin vaccines also. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you guys now. All right. Now let's see, restructuring the tribunal system. It is a very good article which has come up in today's newspaper. Please do give it a read. This basically proposes having an NTC, which is basically National Tribunals Commission. So please remember, it is not there right now. Only this article is proposed that we should have the National Tribunals Commission to have an umbrella administrative system for all the tribunals in the country. so that any decision that is taken regarding the tribunals can be taken by one single head, and then there can be uniformity in the decisions. Okay, it's a good article, do give it a read. All right. Yeah, so the question, last one for the day is, which article of the Constitution grants the power to promulgate ordinance to the President of India? Okay, it also talks about the ordinance making power. Your options are Article 256, Article 365, Article 123, or Article 142. Come on, guys. Think about it and answer. Okay. Okay. Okay, good guys. Yes, it is Article 123. So Article 142, guys, we've already discussed. So Article 142 talks about the decrees and the judgments, the these things of the Supreme Court to be applicable and stuff to the country as well. Then Article 256, guys, it talks about the obligation of the states and union territories to abide by or to respect the rules and the laws of the Parliament. Okay, and Article 365 says that if at all the states and the union territories do not follow, or they are not constitutionally looking after the laws made by the center, then it makes actually empowers the union government to take some actions against it. Okay, so basically it says that where any state has failed to comply with or to give effect to the directions given by the center or such, it shall be lawful for the president to hold that a situation has arises in which the government of the state cannot be carried out in accordance with the provision of the Constitution, and thus President rule can be called in this particular what do we call as in this particular situation. Okay, so after this we will have the winner of the quiz. Before that, let me please tell you about the two concepts which were there of the deflation and disinflation. Okay, so as we had discussed about inflation, I hope all of you guys now understand what inflation is. So generally inflation, what was that? More number of people chasing less number of goods. So I had given you an example of, I guess, onions or something, or apples, I guess. So that was there. So for example, if there are 100 people who want to consume apples, but there are only 70 apples available in the market, so people would be willing more. Like if they have the capacity, they would be willing to pay an extra amount to have that apple for themselves. Okay, that causes the inflation, that actually causes the price rise. So the general increase in the general price of the goods and services is inflation. Okay, guys. Now, just the opposite of this is disinflation. When the inflation level starts to come downwards, it is generally simply called as disinflation. Okay, so simple as that, nothing else to do in this. Okay, inflation is the rise, deflation is the fall in the prices. Okay, now when we talk about the deflation, if at all the disinflation comes to a situation when the inflation levels falls below 0%, okay, as we know that the Monetary Policy Committee of the Reserve Bank of India has a mandate to maintain the inflation levels of what? Remember, I told you 4 plus minus 2. It means that it can be 4%, it can be 6%, or it can be 4 minus 2, 2%. Okay, it should not go above or below this level. But if at all this goes below and below, and it reaches out to go into negative, as in even below the 0% situation, what happens is that people tend to have a lot of money, and actually the goods seem to become very, very cheap. Even that is not good for the economy, because this ultimately makes the value of that currency fall down. And guys, I had read in a book, in a case study, it was about some of any of the African countries. I truly don't remember, and I don't even remember that of what time this exact thing was. But what happened was that there a similar situation happened, wherein the deflation went to such levels that it was written that even if the people had to buy one cup of tea, they had to pay like this big bundle of rupees. So maybe like one tea might have even costed like 5,000, 6,000 rupees in a general thing, like if at all we calculate it into rupees. So they had to actually pay that much currency for just one cup of tea, which actually showed that the value of that currency of that country had actually fallen to such a level that 5 or 6,000 rupees of that currency could only buy a cup of tea. So I hope you're understanding the situation. So that also is not good at the international level, because now currently, for example, let's say $1 can buy 70 rupees. Okay, So in such a situation, if consider that if the rupee or the value of rupee would fall to so much an extent, maybe $1 would actually cost 500 or 1,000 rupees. Okay, so that's very detrimental. Okay. Okay. Venezuela, I maybe as much as I could recall, Navdisha, I think it was some African country, but maybe it could have been Venezuela. But guys, just consider it is a real example of some of the country, not definitely India. Okay. All right. And yes, we have a participant from YouTube today. We have Shahmuddin Zehri. I think this person you had also joined earlier. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah. So I guess from the next time, from tomorrow, Shahmuddin, I'm sorry for pronouncing it wrong. Okay, you please join. You please join the mentee quiz. The code is the link is shared in the comment in the description box. Okay, please join there, and then your answers will be calculated in the total quiz. All right. So let's see what is who is the winner of today's quiz. Oh God, there were so many explanations in today's quiz. Yeah, I feel a little tired. Okay, who is the winner? I think Jasmine. Yes. So congratulations, Jasmine. Jasmine is today's winner. And then we have Madhulika, who has scored the second position. Ritik is on the third position. Sanvi on the fourth. Aarti fifth. Devansh sixth. Sanket seventh. Navdisha eighth. Sangam ninth. And Samskriti 10th. Very good, guys. Really good going. And I'm really seeing new names in the leaderboard. And now we have the time to reveal who is the winner of last week. Okay, so yeah, Sanvi, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. So guys, Sanvi, she is actually from the project Maverick, and guys, she is very junior to you as she's preparing for CLAT exam. So I would really like to applaud this as an example, that please don't think that anyone who's participating from the judiciary team only would be the one who can win the quiz and stuff because they have a lot of experience and all. That's not the case, guys. Sanvi is a project Maverick student, which means she's a CLAT student. Okay, so congratulations to you, Sanvi. Yeah. All right, so I think I will end today's quiz here, and I hope it is adding something to your preparation. And yeah, good luck to you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And take care of yourself. And please, as I have always been saying, eat well, sleep well, take care of yourself. Please do not go out until it is very necessary, or you're going to take your vaccines. Okay. Yep. Take care of yourself. Yes, exactly. And be vaccinated, guys. It's completely safe to get vaccines. All of my family has gotten it. I am looking forward to getting the vaccine done. All right. So please do not have any kind of apprehensions regarding it. It is good for you. But still, we need to keep other kinds of precautions in hand as well. Okay. So yeah. All right. Then I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be signing off for now. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.